What is going on, guys? We are back playing some more Surviving with Thermal Expansion. Today, guys, we're not actually going to be doing anything directly related to thermal expansion. Instead, we're going to be doing some building, which is a little bit different. I know typically we don't do any building, and if I do it, I usually do it off camera, but a lot of you guys have been requesting to see me do some building on camera, specifically for this series, because you don't want me living out here, just throwing machines down on the ground. You want to see how things go, if they're put in a house, and just maybe you want to see me build. I don't really know, but I think it would be fun to do some of that on camera, and it would be a nice little change of pace, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Now, don't get your hopes up. It's not going to be anything huge and super fancy with a really long episode. For today, I just want to get a nice little house to live in, and, we'll see where it goes from there. I do have some ideas. I was messing around in creative a lot over the past couple days, and I think I have something that you guys will enjoy and that I will be happy with and that we can expand upon if we need to get some more of our machines down. So I kind of cleared out this area over here, and I eventually want it to be completely on grass, but I didn't really mind putting it on stone right now just because I'm too lazy to go through, clear this whole thing out, and put grass down. First, I want to see how big the house actually turns out, because I'd like to actually keep some stuff like flowing water. I don't want it to look like that, but eventually I'd like to have maybe something flowing down and make a little pond down here, stuff like that. So I just have to see how the house actually turns out in this area first. So if we look at my inventory, you can see that I've done a fair bit of gathering. I ran out of inventory space, so I decided that this was more than enough to go along with. I don't think we'll use nearly, all of this. We do need to go get a couple more things. I made some shears because I want to use leaves for the build. But other than that, we should have pretty much everything we need. The dirt eventually is what will get put down. I don't think we'll use that today. But the main idea for the build is to use mainly stone bricks. I don't actually think I want to use any stone, but mainly stone bricks along with spruce wood, mainly the actual wood, not really the planks at all, just because I like the contrast between the really, really dark wood and then the gray stone bricks. So we're not going to do any chiseling bits or anything like that. We're not going to do any modded fancy stuff. We're going to do completely vanilla building so that if you guys want to ever do something like this, maybe you can get a couple ideas. So first things first, I kind of want to lay out the general plan for the house just so that I have an idea of how much space it's going to take up. So we'll start probably right over here. I don't want to start right on the edge just because that seems a little weird. We might need to clear some area back there, but we'll start right here. And I think probably go up. That'll be like the foundation of the house. And already having a rough time with this build. I should probably put some dirt on my hotbar so that I can actually jump around a little bit. And I should have probably made a shovel too. But I think we're going to go up, what is that, 1, 2, 3. I want to go up 4. And the main reason is because I actually want to make sort of like a foundation for the house this time. So imagine that the floor is going to start right about here. This is where like the floor will be. And then maybe I'm describing it poorly. Actually, yeah, I'm describing it poorly. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The floor is not going to be directly in the ground. It'll start right here, and then we'll be standing right here. So rough description, but I think then we want 3 spaces and then another one, and we're going to do the same thing, go up 4, and then we're going to come over again, 3 spaces, and go up 4. And that's going to be the extent of what I would consider to be sort of the front of the house. So then I kind of want to throw down some stone brick, and I want to leave room for a window in the center of this 3x3 right here. So I know that's not directly the center, but again, I'm going to have stuff down here on the outside. So technically for me, this is going to be the center. Now, I did also forget to go and make some glass panes. So we might need to cook this down in here. I don't actually know if we have any room. Is that going to cook? Why do I think that should cook? Is it secondary output blocking it? No. Why do I feel like this should cook? Okay, you know what? Whatever. We'll just... Oh, do we not have any coal either? Am I all out of coal too? Oh my gosh. No, it's right here. Okay. We're good. So we actually should probably sleep too. But my main goal is we're going to make some panes, and then we're also going to end up throwing up some trapdoors on the side of this. Not really important to do right now because I just kind of want to get the general idea for the house, but we might as well get it cooking while we wait. So then over here, I want it to kind of make like a little bit of a porch. So I think we'll go in another 3 and start placing this down. So that'll be 4 right there. And this will be pretty much the exact same thing right here. with the 3, so that'll be another window. And then we're going to have the door over here. So, actually, we don't want to place anything there, because I can just fill this in. The main reason I'm not filling this in right now is I don't need to waste these blocks on it. But we'll do this and come down, and that's where the door will be. And then I'm going to put down spruce wood right here, again, just in case we see it from the inside. I don't actually know. We're not going to see it from the outside because we're going to put down more stone bricks and basically do the same thing we've been doing here. But we'll go like that, and then we'll put more spruce wood down over here, and that'll kind of be the end. Oh, wow, this is going to take up way more space than I thought. I will need to clear this out a little bit. We can do some of that on camera. It's not a ton of space that I need, but we're pretty much going to come over and do those gaps of 3 again over here for 2, and then we're just going to loop it back around, and that's going to be the general idea for the first floor. The second floor is not going to use any stone bricks, so it'll be a little bit different, but we're going to go like this again and come up again over here, and I'm just trying to see how much space we're actually going to need. I will block this off right now. Oh my gosh, I messed it up. There we go. Okay, so that should be good. We can get rid of this then too. Okay, so we should be good to clear this out, and this will be the last chunk of stuff that we actually need to mine away. I did not realize it was going to be this big. It's not actually a big build right now. It's actually relatively small, but I actually had a super small space cleared out, mainly because I'm lazy. I just finished my heat and mass transfer homework before recording this video, and I'm probably going to go to class in like 15 minutes after I finish recording it, so I was a little bit pressed for time in starting clearing this out. I did all the gathering like a day or 2 ago, for the most part, and then I was like, oh, I'll just clear this out, you know, right before the video, because I'll have a good sense of how big the build is going to be. But apparently, my senses were a little bit off. So I think that's far enough over here. It might be pressed right up against it. Yeah, so it's going to be right here like this. Go up 4 again. Not ideal, but I'll probably clear this off before I do like a final view of the house. And then we're just going to need to mine this away so that we can actually finish this side, which again is going to be the same exact thing. Nothing fancy at all. Just same exact thing as we did over here, and we're going to end up connecting it. And I'll end up mixing it up. You really don't need to make things super crazy with how they look on the sides of the house. You just need to add detail, and that's how you can get away with not having, you know, completely different chunks of the house. You're basically just, oh my gosh, I forgot we could do that. Oh, that's so painful. Okay, we'll just build from the ground up like this, because that's how we need it to be. So like this again. But what I was saying is you only really need the detail to make it stand out. So when I put the leaves in that I'm going to go shear in a little bit, that'll be a huge way of making it look like a lot different if I put different kinds of styles of leaves around it, in terms of like, oh, one I have, you know, a flat line at the bottom, other times it's kind of going up the wall a little bit. Stuff like that is a really easy way to make the house look different without it actually being different. Since I know that's a big difficult part for a lot of people, is if you were to look at this right now, it looks really awful. So in the end, I don't think it's going to look that bad, but it looks pretty bad right now. So just a heads up as to how I plan, at least, on making things look a little bit different. And then, of course, same thing again, all the way around. So this will probably be like 3 or 4 of these on this side to finish off connecting it. And I'm not going to worry about the inside of the house right now. I'll move all the machines and stuff off camera. And something that I plan on doing is making an area outside for the power generation setup. And I'll probably make more of those trees. That's the main reason I wanted to use the spruce, is because it matches our early game power setup. So I thought it looked kind of cool. So there we go. We've got the outline of the house done. And it looks pretty darn rough, so we might as well add some of the detail. We can grab this glass out and we can make some of the glass panes that we're going to need for the window. We've got some torches we can throw down, and then we need to make some trap doors. So this will probably be actually decently costly. I don't think we're going to need that many, but probably, actually, yeah, we should probably grab out a full thing of this. Grab out that much and just dump these seeds, and now we can go and fill this stuff in. So place down the trap doors and put in the glass panes. So again, just adding a little bit of detail here and there can add some depth to your build. Obviously, I'm not the best person to give advice on how to build things. I know I always used to watch Wells Knight's videos to see, because he did a lot of those really cool builds. But yeah, I've never really been much for building. People always say that my builds aren't as bad as I make them out to be, but I personally am not a big fan of them, honestly. You know what? I probably need to get rid of this. Let's take a little trip up here and get rid of this, because this water is going to be a huge annoyance when I actually start trying to clear this area out. We'll place it back down because I would like to make a little bit of a river. Where is it coming from? Is it right there? Oh, all the updates from the water. Oh, the lag. Okay, guys, so for some reason, that water right there, it completely froze my game when I blocked it off. So I decided to cut the video. It took a surprising amount of time for it to actually unfreeze the game. I thought it crashed, but I could hear some chickens in the background. So I let it go. Probably took maybe like 30 seconds for it to completely unfreeze, which absolutely astounds me. But I guess that's just the optimization that we're working with right now. So I'm going to clear this area out just because we kind of have to at this point, mainly to put down the windows and the, oh, that's what they're called, the shutters. I couldn't think of the name as to what the trap doors are supposed to be, or like, I think it's the shutters of the window. Those are older things. I don't know. A lot of houses probably don't have them anymore, or if they do, they're just decorative. But when I was growing up, that was something that a lot of houses had, and it was just shutters on the sides of windows, and they were never used. No one ever used them for anything. I don't know what they would even be used for, but they were always there, and that's, I guess, what these are supposed to mimic, I think. So what is left? This right here. It looks like we're a little bit short on trapdoors. Yeah, so we're too short. That's rough. Okay, well, there we go. Opening up some more inventory space, thankfully. So it's already looking a little bit nicer. Not much nicer, but a little bit. So now what we need to do is kind of start filling out the more, detailed areas. So we're going to take some spruce wood now and start filling out this porch area. And there are a couple things that I'll need to craft, like fences and whatnot. And I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I guess we can go this way and then curl it around. And how many spaces do I want open to walk up? Probably 3. So this is probably good right here. It really came down to where I wanted this to show. You know what? Actually, we'll put this straight up right here. I think that'll actually be the best way to go about it. So we'll put it straight up like that right here. And then we're going to use oak wood planks to get a little bit of color variety in here. Put those down, and we'll have to make some fences to go along here. And then we're going to put stairs right here. And then I think right here I'd probably want, maybe we'll do spruce wood planks inside the house. So yeah, I've never made spruce wood planks before. Crazy, isn't it? I never really want to use spruce wood planks. I usually just want to use the regular spruce wood, but I guess we'll use those inside, and then we need to make some fences. Oh gosh, what is the fences recipe? You need a lot of sticks. I know that. And then, you know what? This is not what this is meant for, but we got it. This is almost shameful. This is actually kind of like sad. So we're probably only going to need, I'd say 9 tops. 9 tops on this, maybe less. I don't really have room for stuff, so we'll just leave those seeds there. And we'll put them all around here like this. And I forgot to make the stairs. Okay, unfortunate, but it's starting to come together. It'll look a lot better when we have the overhang on the top of it. So we'll make the stairs right now. Should be good with just this. And, is there anywhere that I can save inventory space? No, we're just going to keep dropping stuff. We're getting the more specialized blocks, so we're running out of inventory space. So those go there. And now I want to, I'm trying to think of what I want to do, because the overhang is going to need the upper level to be put on first before it actually gets put down. So I think we'll have to start on the upper level of the house now. So let me just dump some of this stuff off. We don't need all that. And we can sleep because it's becoming nighttime. And a couple things that we're going to need to make, we might as well craft them now. We might as well take this spruce wood, make some planks, because we're going to need to make some stairs. Actually, I went to shift click that, but we definitely don't need that many stairs just yet. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do for the final roof of the house. Might do that as spruce stairs, might do that as regular oak wood stairs. Not sure, but at least for the second level, we don't need a ton. But we will need a lot of the spruce wood itself. So just want to make sure that we have enough of that. We're already running, I don't want to say we're running a little bit low, but lower than I'd like to be running at this point. So let's get on top of the house right now and start building this level. Now it's a little bit weird, and it's going to be a little bit annoying to make because I want to put it out one. So I want to bring it out one like this, and then we got to get rid of this block right here. But this is how I kind of want to carry it around. So we'll go like this and bring it around the front like that. And I think once we get there, this is where the overhang is going to start. And then we're going to do the same over here. And I'll do this till we get to the overhang. We can do that and then worry about the rest of the top. So bring it out here. And then we're going to bring the stairs all around like this. So let's see if I can orient them correctly. Yeah, we just got to place it in the lower corners. So spruce wood stairs all around. And we'll start over here then so I make sure that they're ending at the same spot. Like that. And, ooh, loud people out in the hallway. Haha. And there we go. Okay, so that's going to be sort of the outline of the overhang. Still jutting out one again from here. And then we're going to grab the spruce wood planks. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we probably want planks. Yeah, we want planks with this. And we'll just fill this in right here so that the color matches. And we should be good with the overhang. Again, I know it's really, really dark right now. And that's why we're going to have to add in the leaves around here, which will be nice. It'll be like some shrubbery. Haven't really decided what I want to do in terms of like planters and stuff. We can do that too. Those are really easy to do using trapdoors. So we might do some of those. But pretty happy with how it's turning out so far. See, it's starting to come together a little bit. Still a lot of work to do up top, but yeah, we're getting there. So we're gonna have to build up from in here now because we don't really have a ton of room outside to work with this. But we'll come up. You know what, I'll actually make stairs up right in this corner so that it's a little bit easier to get up here if we need to come up again. Okay, so now we need to start building around here, and I actually probably should have done some of this stuff first, but we don't need, I think here, we don't actually want, how do I want to do this? I'm trying to think, because I don't think we want this right here, because we want to come out one. So we're going to put some dirt down for the time being there, and we'll have to get rid of that later, but we're going to come up there, and we're going to come up here, and we're going to go up 3 and 3. So still staying out one from this layer. It's just a little bit weird because we've got the awning there, the balcony, or whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to keep this as spruce wood. So a little bit weird. I probably shouldn't have placed this wood down here, but we actually want it as the logs, not the planks. And we're going to go on the side 3. And then hopefully you guys will get what I was talking about earlier. So we're going to go to the side 3, and then here we are going to go up 1. So we'll put the dirt down again, go like that, and then 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do that again over here at the corner. I guess actually we should only do, how do I want to do this? I want one at this corner right here. So we'll do that, and then 1, 2, 3. And then this is awkward because right here is the weird spot where we're only going to have, see if we come over here, we'll put this down, and it's going to be 2 spots of 2, which actually isn't that much of an issue. We can either do a 2 wide window or 1 shutter. So we should be fine with that. Put that down there and then fill this in here. Probably should have made an axe. You guys are going to say in the comments, you should have made an axe. I used up my axe and was too lazy to make another one after I chopped down these trees. I know. Should have made another one. My mistake. So we're going to make some more planks because that is now what we're going to be putting in here. So get some dirt out. A lot of dirt that we're going to have to get rid of eventually, but we're going to put these down in the same fashion that we put the stone bricks down before, but they're going to be put back 1. So they're going to be the same area the stone bricks were. So in the inside of the house, it won't look weird, but the outside, it'll add some depth to it. So I think we're going to go with the shutter. I think that'll be interesting. So we'll go like that. And then over here, we'll go the opposite side. So we'll do like this. And then we can put... Oh my gosh, why did I do this? I got to get in there because I got to put down stuff so that we can actually work in here too. So we're going to do like that and like that. And then from the inside, it won't look weird either. So we can go like that. And then if we wanted to, we could put down the glass panes. Not going to have enough, but we can put them down there so you can get an idea for it. Another glass pane there. And again, it's going to mimic the same thing. And we will have the shutters around that too. So we got to come around and do that for pretty much every side then. Same thing as before. So if we go like this, then the wood will be set back in. It'll actually be the same wood right there, like that. And then, wait. No, I'm wrong. It's because I need to put stuff down here. That's what it was. So we put stuff down there. Oh my gosh, I screwed it up. So much wood to break. I know, I should make an axe right now. But I'm not going to. You see, this is... Oh, no. This is about sticking to your guns, guys. You screw up, but you pretend like it's not a script. Like, this is what I want. I want to extend the video to increase ad revenue, obviously, because that's all YouTube is about nowadays. So, of course, to do that, I don't make an axe. I just break blocks for extended periods of time, and that's how I do it. You know, that's the engineering mind working right there. It's fascinating. No! Okay. One more misplaced block, and I'm actually going to make an axe. I lied. I'm going to make an axe. So, I think I usually have the precision, but right now it is so not on point. So we'll go here again, and dirt block. Dirt is your best friend when you're building. So easy to break and maneuver around with. It's your absolute best friend when you're building. Now I think I want to go vertical. I'm trying to think with this block how I want to go, because we're at a corner now. So we got to turn the corner. And then the next blocks of 3 are going to be matching up with this. So let's get rid of this dirt block right here. Nothing's going to be here. So I think we're going to go here and here for the wood. And go up 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then the wood can go back down over here. Yep, that should be good. 1, 2, 3. And see, it gets a little repetitive. It's basically just mimicking the same thing on this whole build. And it gets a little tedious to do this next layer because I have to go around the whole thing like this and place down, you know, dirt block like that, and then come back up, and then we do the 3, and then we go over with another dirt block, and we do the going up like this. And it's all because we're going to end up lining this down here with spruce wood facing out, so, or like coming across, so that we don't see the inside portion of it. But I wanted to wait to do that because I thought it would be easier to do it later, but I'm probably wrong. So we'll see. I want to do pretty much all of this on camera, just because I know I cut a lot usually when I'm building, and a lot of people get mad at me for that. And a lot of it's because it gets really repetitive like this. But, you know, we'll roll with it. I don't really have a ton to talk about either. That's the more annoying part. I've been stuck at school doing a lot of work recently. I think this is the 2nd week right now, and it's already draining. I got in randomized groups for homework for a ton of my classes, projects and homework and everything. And the worst part is my class right now, for my major and my year being a junior, there are only, I want to say 77 people left from the starting like 200 that are, you know, still taking chemical engineering and they're juniors. So I should know them by now, but I don't. So when I get in groups with these people and I don't know who they are, I feel really awkward because almost everyone knows everyone else. I just have my group of friends and I stick with them, and never really made, you know, a point of going out and being like, oh, I need to meet everyone in my class and stuff like that. So I got in these groups and I have no idea who these people are. And so an example is today, I get to go and work with one of my groups that was supposed to meet on Thursday, but then, you know, after spending hours trying to figure out what time works for everyone else, one person texts and is like, oh, I lied. I can't do that time. Sorry, guys. Can we do this time? Did I screw something up? No, I didn't. But they were like, yeah, I lied. Can we do this time? And they bumped it up 2 days, so I'm not at all prepared for what we're doing today. And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's interesting. So, rule of thumb, never grow up and go to college. Definitely not ideal. It's a lot of fun if, you know, you don't have a ton of coursework to do and you can just, like, party all the time. But for, you know, 90% of people, that's not how it's going to be. So, okay, so we finished that. And if we come back here, we're going to have to sleep again. Oh, man, it looks super weird right now. What I will do, if we have extra spruce, which it seems we do, is I'm going to fill in this down here. Just because it'll look a lot nicer when we put the plants in, if there's a nice little backdrop behind it. So we'll fill this in, kind of the foundation. And, oh, I probably should have slept. That's what I was going to do. Okay, well, we'll finish putting this in. I can't imagine I'll die before this finishes, but here we go. Here we go. And there. Okay, so again, starting to come together. There's now a lot of dirt on the house hanging off, but we need that so we can finish placing all this stuff down. And it shouldn't take long at all to get rid of. And the last thing for us to do, and I think we might end it after this for today because I've been rambling for a while, doing a fair bit of building, is I think we're going to, break the dirt, finish placing all the window panes and stuff down, and then we're going to finish placing down all of these things on the side of the building. So we'll finish placing down the spruce wood to come across here. So we'll need to come from here, go like this. And I think at these corners here, it's fine to just leave it sticking out like that because I don't want to put an actual block there. So we'll leave it like that, and we don't need to worry really about the dirt on the inside right now. I'm just worried that when we do like the final look at it, does it look good? Because obviously the thumbnail has to look good. Oh, those are not guys that I want to deal with right now. Interesting. Yeah, that's less than ideal. I'm trying to watch because this is dangerous. I got my back turned to him right now. That is not how you want to be. Is he gonna see me? No, okay. Thank goodness. Still good? Yes. Okay, this should be the last portion, and then these just need to stick out like this. I do have the option of doing that kind of like crisscross thing and have it stick out, but I think that would be too far on this build, so don't think we're going to do that. But I think that is good for now. Now what we're going to do for the very last portion is grab the shears, and we're going to shear some trees. So the reason I left a lot of these trees up over here is because I wanted to be able to shear them, and oh, it's so loud. I wanted to be able to shear them on camera and use some of these leaves to do some decorations around the house with. Don't really know which leaves I want to use right now. I think probably our best bet is going to be the oak leaves. They're a little bit brighter and kind of more dense than the spruce leaves, and that's what I'm looking for, adding some color. So I think that should be more than enough. We got the oak leaves and we got the spruce leaves, so we can try both out. Probably going to need more, but we might as well go with this for now. Okay, so if we do the oak leaves, those are like that. Spruce leaves are like that. I don't really like the spruce leaves. I think that pattern is, I don't really like it. I'm not a fan. But for the most part, we're kind of going to put these all over the house. Just to, again, add some color. And I'll put torches on the house later too. That'll be nice. It adds a little bit of color too. It's a very odd way to add color, but it is a little bit. So everything makes the difference. You know, when in the end, when you start adding these details, that's when the house really starts to come together. So you guys should see it. I'll probably put some on the front of the house before I take the thumbnail screenshot. But you just kind of slap them everywhere. You know, you don't really think about it a ton. Just kind of place it down. And obviously it's a little awkward right now because we got some dirt here and there. I may actually leave this level dirt here because this kind of looks like it matches. Here we need to do some terraforming. This side of the house is kind of getting the shaft a little bit in terms of being able to see it. And it's a little blech right now because it's pressed up against gray. There's no green grass under it. But adding that right there should have already made a decent chunk of difference in terms of getting some color around the house. We can place some of this right here like that. That looks a little bit awkward. I'll probably put a planter here later. but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But you can see already coming together. I'm waiting on the roof of the house, mainly just because I don't know how I want to do it yet, and there is absolutely no way that I have enough spruce left to do both the lining on the top of the house, and then start doing, I can't think of the name. I've asked this before, but there's a name for the roof that's kind of like an arch, just like an arch all the way around. So it would be, looking at it, it'd be kind of like an arch there, and then it would come across, and then it would arch again here and kind of meet in the back there. There's definitely a name for that. I know people will say it in the comments because everyone there is smart, but I can't think of it right now, so I'm not going to try and even guess a name for it. Still trying to think of the name, but there's no way I come up with it off the top of my head, so just going to put some torches down here so you guys can see again how it adds some color. You get some nice orange and reds, which are much more vibrant than the colors we're working with right now. Which is, again, it's just the small details everywhere make a big difference. And that's why when you're playing modded Minecraft, it makes a huge difference when you're using things like chisel and bits and things, because even just adding a little bit of detail, or if you're using carpenter's blocks, even just a couple things that are not so typical can make a big difference. So just some stuff to keep in mind if you're playing. I think this actually looks pretty solid right now. It looks a little bit weird because there's no roof and there's nothing inside, but I'm actually happy with how this turned out. I know we never really finished builds on camera, and that's sort of intentional, just because they're so long. If I live streamed or anything, I'd probably be able to finish them because I'd have a lot more time, but I don't. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Unfortunately, I am going to have to leave for class very soon, but hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully you got some good ideas on how to do some building of your own. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later.
Standing in a glass bowl at the end of a black hole, cold, lost and upside down. Faces swirling past me, all my memories rolling vastly.